Hey everyone, in this video, let's look into the types of data and we are going to explore and deepen our understanding about the types of data by taking an example data set. So that's the agenda for today's session. So let's get started. Now in order to understand with the help of various data set, I'll straight away go to the kaggle.com. So under this kaggle.com, we'll select some random data set and we'll explore what are the types of data and what kind of data that is present in each and every data set. So that's the agenda for today's session. Now, I'll just begin with global life expectancy historical data set. If I click this data and I'll just come down over here and here, let's start analyzing the columns that we have got. So if I directly click on the column, so for the column of country name, it says 205 unique entries. And if I come over here and we'll download this data set for our reference so that we can understand what exactly is going around over there. Okay, so if I open this data, so we've got the column of country name. Now this country name, so from your understanding from the last session, so what is the type of data? That's correct. So the type of data that we have got for the country name is it's a nominal data. Nominal means it's a name, collection of names. So country name is a nominal data. Now, how about country code? So what do you think the type of data set is? Yes, this is also a nominal data, which comes under categorical data. Agreed? Excellent. Now, let's take up the column of 1960. So for the column of 1960, here we can see various values. Now, one thing is for sure, these values are numerical in nature. Since these values are numerical in nature, the first type of data that I would name over here is, yes, it's a quantitative data or a numerical data. Now, under this numerical data, what is the type of data? That's correct. It belongs to a continuous values. So this column belongs to the continuous values. So that's what we observe from this given data set. And that's the same kind of data type that we observe for each and every year data that I have got over here. See, that's what we observe even if I come till the end. So this is about the exploration of this data set. So let me just close this and we'll pick up a different data set. And let's see how the data set is composed of. So in this data set, I can say we just have only two columns which are non-numerical in nature. Now in case if you want to deal with, so we can decide first whether it is really required. If it is required, then we will make use of various pre-processing techniques and we will pre-process the data and apply the analysis after we have applied the pre-processing. Now moving on, this time I'll pick up the data which is Uber Eats US data set. So if I pick up this data set and if I come down over here, I'll just download this data. Okay, now if I download this data, so this is how my data that I have downloaded look like. So first we've got a index, so we can easily ignore it because it's not having any importance over there. It's just the index values. Next we've got the city. Obviously it's a categorical data, that's a nominal, and state, which is a nominal data. Zip code, yes, zip code. So here we can say this as either as a continuous data or a discrete data. So the reason that I would say we'll consider it as a continuous data because in case if I am predicting something, even though it might be integers, so in majority of scenarios, we will treat it as the continuous values and we will be predicting it. Now in this example, it's a zip code. So I'll be treating it as a categorical data because it doesn't add any meaning over there. It is just the location ID. So in this example, since it's a zip code, I'll treat it as a categorical data. Now moving on, yes, address, which is also a categorical data, icon name, location number, URL. So these are all the categorical data that we have got. Promotion, latitude and longitude. So this looks like a numerical one. So I'll say this as a continuous data. And here we've got the Boolean values, I believe is open. So this currently it's in string format, we'll have to convert it. There's also a string data, that is a categorical data, and delivery time. So this is also a categorical data that we have got, and review rating. So in this example, so let's do one thing. Let's see if we can apply some filter over here, and then let's see if we can get to know about the various values that we have got right here. Now for the review rating, so we have got the values like this: 2.9, 3.1, 3.2, and so on. So since these are the values, so I can say this as an discrete data under numerical values. Okay, and we have got the review count, so we can either call it as a discrete data or a continuous value depending on the range of values that we'll be dealing with. Price bucket, so this is a string value. Image one, string, 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 string. Yeah, all these are the categorical data. And this is a scan date, so it's just the date values that we have got, and this is the transaction ID. So this is what we observe from this given data set. Okay, now let's pick up one more data set and let's try to analyze the same. So it says teen pregnancy, female age 15 to 19 in Canada. I'll pick up this data, I'll download this. Okay, now if I open this data, so this is the date column, so this is a nominal data, so this looks like an empty column. DGOID, age group, definitely it's a categorical data. Teen pregnancy outcome, so this is also a categorical data where it's a nominal data. Characteristics, it looks like categorical data, could be UOM, UOM ID, scalar factor, scalar ID. So all these examples I can say these are all the either categorical data or the numerical data. Under the categorical data, in all the scenarios that we have seen, it's all actually nominal in nature. Under the numerical data, we have seen both the examples for the discrete as well as the continuous values. All right, folks. So I hope this activity made you clear about the types of data that we have got in a data set. So here in a data set, we've got various data types. So we can have either a categorical data or a numerical data. Under this categorical data, I've got both nominal as well as ordinal data. In case of nominal data, it's just the collection of names. In case of ordinal data, there will be some ordering in the given data set. In all our example that we have seen, we have come across only nominal data. Now, as we proceed in our learning journey of statistics, so where and all possible, we'll also try to explore other types of data as well. And we'll also decide what is the type of analysis that we have to do for the relevant data type. So we'll be understanding all those things as we proceed in our learning journey. All right. So with this, we come to the end of this video. As we progress in the next learning journey, so we are going to see as how to find the mean, median, and a mode for a given data set. So I'll see you next time.